Hi, this is Josh, and this is an overview and review of the game Touch the Dead for the Nintendo DS. Some of you might know this game as Dead and Furious, which was the original name that went for it, and in fact, even the sounds on the opening screen go Dead and Furious. Well, let's overlook that fact and go look at, first the options of the game. Let's find out what we can switch around. Well, we've got interface, volume, and tutorial. The tutorial is really short and shows you, not that much, and, we can change whether or not we're left or right-handed. And we've got volume options. Notice there's no difficulty setting in this game. There's only one difficulty setting, that's Dead. You have several options here: New Game, Resume a Game, or Missions. There's only one save, so if you want to resume a game or start a new game, you only have one place to save. The gist of the story is you're a prisoner in a prison that's overrun with zombies. That's all you need to know. There's really no story development. You'll first notice that the game is running off graphics from the mid-90s. Mostly it looks like they're out of House of the Dead. Our character, as you noticed there, had one emotion: pixelated. This game runs on a rail. The only options you get are whether to go left or right. You then shoot the option. And, nothing there. I'm not controlling anything, I'm just along for the ride. It's more Duck Hunt than it is a first-person shooter. To open doors, I shoot them, which I'll do here. Not the best way to open doors. Now to reload your ammo, you drag from the right into your gun clip on the left. The right shows you how much ammo you have total, and on the left it shows you how much ammo you have in your gun. Gotta reload quickly or those undead will eat you. Oh, they shamble to and fro. Now don't feel left out, the top screen actually has things going on. It shows you how much life you have and the guns you have. You can only have 4 things, and in fact there are only actually 4 weapons in this game: the pistol, the shotgun, the machine gun, and the crowbar. You don't get those last 2 until the very end of the game and are actually quite useless. The shotgun is the king of this game. A nice thing is you can actually blow off body parts of characters. You can shoot off arms, shoot off legs, and in fact it's easier to kill certain characters by shooting their legs off, or in the head. It just depends. You gotta shoot things when you can. As you move along, you can shoot boxes as well, and you get bored. Inside boxes are ammo and health. Actually, that's all you find in boxes: ammo and health. Something I find very surprising is the fact that undead creatures show up out of nowhere. As in, you just glance somewhere and there were no undead creatures there, and then you glance back and suddenly there's 5 or 6. It seems kind of interesting. Now, don't let my bad shooting fool you. This game is far easier than I make it look. The fact is, holding a DS, killing things, and videotaping at the same time is really difficult, especially when there's hordes of undead and you have to drag ammo back and forth. Once you get the hang of the headshot or the leg shot, this game's not too difficult. In fact, there are actually only 2 types of difficulty in this game. One, the initial very, very easy. A midsection, where it's actually quite difficult because you don't have a shotgun and your pistol sucks. And then a late game where you finally find out that there's no ammo for the last 2 levels, and in fact, it's near impossible because you used your shotgun ammo up long ago. Now, as you can see, there are other types of undead creatures you'll be facing, not just, hordes of t-shirted undead who look all the same for some reason. Eventually you will face really strange guys, like undead creatures that throw their heads at you, or zombie policemen. Let's just say they didn't get all that creative in making this game. And here we have the undead hurling their heads at you. I just wouldn't even comment on that one. I'll just let you enjoy things throwing their heads at you. Before Act 1 is finished, and just to let you know there are only 4 acts in this game, you will get the shotgun. Now, to access the shotgun or switch weapons, you use the directional pad. Since you only have 4 weapons in this game total, you can use one of each direction to access those weapons. Now, the shotgun does quite a bit of damage, and quite frankly, it's the only useful weapon in the game. Machine gun sucks, and crowbar sucks. There's really no reason to have them. I mean, it is kind of fun to crowbar things, but there's no reason. you kind of ran out of things, didn't you guys, who made this game? You really were trying. Now, reloading the shotgun, is the same thing as you would do with a pistol. You just drag over, except you have a limited supply. As I said, in the middle of this game, you get tons and tons and tons and tons of shotgun ammo. Then in late game, suddenly there's no ammo at all for anything. I think you get next to no machine gun ammo, and the machine gun isn't that useful. It's just kind of odd, seeing there is only one difficulty level, and that seems to be ungodly hard at the end, insanely easy in the middle. At the end of each level, you'll be presented with a large amount of bad wit from our main character and a ugly bad guy, guaranteed to be kind of difficult to kill. These bad guys play out the exact same way you play out a bad guy in a House of the Dead game, meaning there are weak spots on him and you have to hit him in those weak spots or he'll hit you. And here are the weak spots, in case you didn't know. The bad guys aren't all that difficult, except for the final bad guy, who is actually near impossible because you will actually be out of ammo by that point. It's very strange. It actually does get ungodly difficult at the end, and ungodly easy in the middle. Clearly someone was not paying attention when they designed this. Now say you actually are bored enough to play this game all the way through. You'll get killed enemy stats and accuracy. Also you have amputation stats, how many headshots, arms, or legs you shot off. Now if you meet minimum requirements, mind you, requirements we don't know about till the end of each level, you get bonus things unlocked. What kind of wonderful things did we unlock? Well, it looks like I unlocked the opening credits. Okay, there have to be something better than this. I mean, really, better unlocking options. Let's find out what we have. And later in the game, let's see, Chapter 3, for instance, you get artwork. We find out what kind of artwork people drew to make this game. That's the gist of the bonuses you unlock. You get artwork and the animation sequences you looked at when you played the game. Also under bad game design is the fact you only have one save spot. You can either resume the game you're playing or start a new one, and erase the old one. Now, if you erase the old one, you can't go through and play the chapters individually. Such as I erased my first game that was all the way through almost, and now I can't go back and play the individual levels in any random order, because I started a new game. Not the best design. Alright, here are my thoughts on the game. This game was, in theory, maybe a really good idea. Somebody had a nice idea. Let's combine House of the Dead, undead creatures people like to shoot, with the DS and a touchpad, something people like to play. The problem is, House of the Dead was fun because you got to use a gun and shoot things in an arcade. The touchpad is fun because, well, it's innovative and fun, but the two don't mesh. Not at all. Alright, in my opinion, this game is horrible. It took two things we love, House of the Dead type shooters, and the DS touchpad, and combine them in a way that would make our mothers cry. You just can't have a shooter like this on a rail on the DS. It's just not working. It doesn't work at all. I'm surprised they actually even put this game on the market. There's really next to no replay value on this game unless you want to unlock the, well, unlockables, which are horrible. There's only one difficulty level, so playing it through and beating it once means you beat it entirely. And the amount of time it will take to beat this game is about 3.5 to 4 hours. That's as much time as it took me to get to the end boss. 3.5 to 4 hours. That's all you're getting for the money you're paying. Plus, the graphics look like they're ripped out of 1997. It's just really, really, really bad. I can't believe they made this game. It's pretty horrible. Touch the Dead? Don't even touch this game. It is just blatantly bad. I hope, if nothing else, when you watch this video you realize how bad this game is. I mean, it's just point, drag, reload, point. Oh my god, why did I actually play this game through all the way? It's horrible. Please, avoid this game. Thanks for watching, and I'm sorry you actually had to watch this. It's just that bad. Game over.